Hello everybody. I'm gonna explain myself here. If you've never seen my videos, I try to make things out of what I have on hand, and that's what I'm going to do right here. I will be explaining this to you, but I like to do it economically if I can. Okay guys, hey, I'm gonna make something out of nothing. This Jeep here has this little cubby hole up here on top. You see that? I don't know what the hell that's good for, but I know what I'm gonna make to go in there, I think. Well, you remember I just tore that trailer apart and took all the scrap off of it and rebuilt it. Well, here's part of it. So what I'm gonna do with that little piece is I'm gonna cut that out the same size as that over there and flip it upside down naturally. It's aluminum, so I can take it over to the buffer there, buff it out like chrome, and then I'm going to make a mount for the GoPro and probably one for like a GPS or the cell phone or something like that. But well, first I got to take these off, the hinges. This was on the back of the trailer. My motorcycle drove up and down on this. Yeah, that's where that came from. Scrap metal still works. Let's get on that. I'll show you what it looks like when we get her apart. Well, I don't know if you can tell the difference or not, but I cleaned it up a little bit. And then I cut it down to the length. Now we got to figure out where we want to put the pattern. There's going to be some holes in it. So what? But we'll cut it in the pattern, get it nice and set up, and then figure out where we're going to put our camera mounts and such, and then drop it in there. Okay? Sounds simple? Stay tuned. Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to pull this rubber thing out and then make you a stencil type deal. We're going to cut that out. That's going to be too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more measuring. That's the outside diameter. Yes. So I'm talking fast because Ziggy's playing music, but that's what we got. Well, I got it all cut out. Fits just snug in there. So what I'll do is I'll stick this in the jockey box somewhere. If I need to take it out and use this part, I can. But that's just going to drop right in there. It rides on the lip right about here. Let me go show you where it's going to sit. And then now all we got to do is figure out what we want to have on that. I want to have some mounts on it and stuff. But you can see this little lip right here. That's where that's going to fit, right on top of there. It's going to drop right down in there. So I got to figure out how high up we need to go to shoot a camera over the top of there. And then if we want to put a GPS mount back here. So that's the next thing we're going to figure out. I got to go through all my gadgets because I don't want to buy nothing, you know me. All my money seems to go on big things, and will for some time, quite a time. Okay, let's get back to this thing right here. Figure out what we can do. Well, I think this is going to be the way she's going to work. We're going to go set it in there and check it out right now, but I can't leave that aluminum. I can't leave it polished anyway. So, because I'm thinking that's going to glare on the windshield. So we're going to paint that flat black because it goes right up there in the windshield like you've seen. But I'm going to go give that a try right now. Stay tuned. You'll see that right now. Well, there it is. Roughly, it's put in. Nothing's attached. Had to put some little handles here so I can pull it out easier. Then we'll screw down a little bit, just have enough just to pull it out. But the phone or a GPS can fit right here. So that'll be the next thing I kind of try to figure out, maybe a little lip or something to hold it. But this will fold down out of the way. This comes down, folds out of the way, or it just sticks on there, so ain't no big deal. But I can just pull this out like so. and take the whole thing and put it under the seat or whatever, and then put the rubber thing back in there if I want to. But I got to paint that, and we'll figure out something to hold the camera or GPS sitting right there. So I think that'll work okay. Let's go on to the next step. That's one of my favorite paints to do things with, that Rust-Oleum. You can paint it right on the bare metal. I'm gonna have to go over that a couple times. Let her dry out there. These are going to be the little knobs I'm going to use for the top of it. This part I threaded in so it can, they screw right into it, and I'll probably put a lock nut or something on the bottom. But that's the way that looks. That's flat black, so that'll dry flat. It'll match the dash. Vickie will be happy. I will be happy. That's the main thing. Okay, let's see what it looks like when it's done. Well guys, I hope you found something interesting about this video and you learned something. You can make something out of nothing if you really want. And that's what we've done here. It's done. There we go. She is mounted. And now, I don't know what kind of GPS I'm going to use, but I'm going to hook it right here, I think. And then I might have a strap coming over. I don't know what kind we're going to use. But that's good to go there. If I need to, I can move the camera up farther forward. But I don't think that looks too bad, guys. What do you think? Not for the fortune I got into it, you know. Alrighty, I had to turn the light off so we don't get a reflection, so you can see what she looks like, kinda. Window's dirty. Oh no, there we go. Yep, that'll work. Plenty of slope to the hood. I probably won't get any of the hood on it, which is what I want. I can raise it up or down if I want, but that's okay. Subscribe to my channel, because then when I get the GPS, I'll be making something on that, show you how we hung that in there. But you can make a template. I've got a video on here how to make templates when I did this down here. So where's my finger? There it is. When I made that, I made a template for that. You could do the same thing up there, but you can use any flat metal, or I'll tell you what you can use, and it would be real easy. If you got a cutting board, let me show you. I got a cutting board over here. If you got a cutting board that your wife don't notice when you take it, that would make an excellent little plug for up there. You cut this out, see the thickness. You'd want something, this is wrong kind of stuff, but if you had a plastic one that was about that thick, you could cut that, draw that out, cut it out, drop it right in that hole, because I don't know why you got two little levers, two little places in there. It just seemed like it was an odd spot. And you can buy these. You can buy these all ready to go. But, I don't know. I had fun building it. Hope you had fun watching me build it. That's the end of this video. Thanks for following, guys. Subscribe so you can see what we do next. Brake system, I think. The brake system. I was going to be last time, but it's going to be next time, I think. Brake system. It's on order.